Hey guys, what's up? It's Gordy21, and today I'm going to be doing my second half of the list tutorial, as I promised. This half is going to be on splitting the list. Okay, what I mean by splitting the list is, instead of getting the whole list, or just one letter of the list, I can get, like, for instance, B, C, and D. Well, to show you to do this, I'll explain how I got it here in a sec. And you see it's B, C, and D. Well, I split the list, okay? How I did that was I print the letters like normal, like I did in the last tutorial. I print letters, and then I put these brackets though. Instead of putting 0 to get A and then 1 to get B, I put 1 and 4. So 1, 2, and 4. You know how it works. So yeah. Anyway, it's confusing, but that's how you get to D. And you could do the same thing to get the other half. The way you do that is by taking the other half, the colon, and printing it, if I remember right, on one half. Sorry, I was trying to remember, and then go like that, and then it should print C, D, and E. So it prints at half. Well, if I want A, B, and C, put it on this side of the colons. Or yeah, get A and B. You get the point, but it's how you do. That's how you do that. That's just another way of. That's what I meant by splitting the list. Now I'm gonna go into modifying the items in the list. So if I want to add a letter, instead of going up here and add it, and instead of going to the list and actually adding the letter, I can do this. So, yeah, make sure it was correct. Yeah. Sorry, I had to make sure. Letters, and then you're gonna go like this and go 2. Let's make that 2 there, and then it's equal, let's say Z, for instance. Okay. Now this should run. Oops. Now it should run. Okay. Now you see it got another letter added to it. Well, it's A, B, C, D. It's A, B, Z, D, E. Well, what happened was, is it took out the C and replaced it with Z. So that's how you modify a list. Is you just, it was the way I did that there. What I did is I put letters, and then and then you put 2 in the brackets, whichever one you want to modify, and then equal to whatever other thing you want to put in there. Well, that's how you modify the list. Well, there's other ways of doing it, like with the append, like I said with the empty list. So let me show you how to do that. So keeping the list up there, you go letters dot append. Well, you remember what I did with the empty list? It's appending that empty thing, but it's not empty. But that's another reason what append is for. It's put in there. This one doesn't delete the list. What this one does is it adds on to it. Okay, and then if I print letters, this should work. Now, you see how it goes A, B, C, D, E, and N? Okay, so that's how you would add on. Well, when you do an append, it goes to it always goes to inside of the outside of the list to the very end. Unlike the other one where you modified it, it just automatically will go to wherever you want it. But it deletes the letter. That way, and then you can do the letters as many times as you want to, along with the modifications to it. There's also another way of extending the list by doing this. Instead of letters.append, it's letters.extend. And I'll explain how I know, like, what the extend and stuff is later on when we get into modules. Pretty much, for now, I'll tell you that it's just something Python has pre-built into it, so it automatically, or no, not modules. Yeah, I think it's either modules or it's yeah, I think it's modules or not functions, but anyway, when I get to the tutorial, you'll know. I'll explain it then. I just can't remember off the top of my head, but it should be modules. Anyway, you go letters.extend, and then you type in. I'm trying to think here for a sec. Yeah, type in as all the letters that you want to extend onto the list by doing this. You're gonna go A. Let's just add a couple on there because I'm running out of time here. But let's go F. And G. Now what that should do, when you print letters, extends A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. So that's another way you can add onto the list. But again, it's going to add it to the end of the list. I'm trying to think. One more thing. The difference between the append and the extend is, trying to remember here. Well, I gotta think here. I'm probably gonna explain that in the next tutorial because I gotta remember what the difference between it was. And like I said, I'm running out of time. But anyway, in the next tutorial, I'm gonna go over the difference between the extend and the append of it. And another way to do it, I'm gonna do another way of adding on to the list by inserting an item into it. So that's gonna be another thing I'm doing. Also deleting it to where you can get the list back to the original way it was without having going and deleting everything, or by removing one letter at a time and so forth like that. Again, list can go on forever with this tutorial. Wish I had more time to go through it, but for now, that's what's going to be in the next tutorial: extending, deleting, the difference between append and extend. Once I remember what it was, I'm gonna look that back up. But anyway, this was Gorny21. Hope you enjoyed the tutorial. Bye.